Our beloved stock company, already owing Tesla, is actually enjoying the growth of its friend NVIDIA. In the interview, Hank shifts gears, literally talking about NVIDIA teaming up with Tesla. The computer has been the same since 1964, the year after my birth. We reinvented it with this idea called accelerated computing, as you can see from that news clip. NVIDIA's CEO introduces the Blackwell chip, which is like the superhero of chips, making everything faster and not guzzling electricity like it's going out of style. Meanwhile, AMD is in the corner scribbling notes and appearing a bit worried. Artificial intelligence, AI, is being incorporated into cars, enabling them to drive themselves while you relax and enjoy the ride, take a nap, or indulge in a burrito of your choice. Probably no technology company has contributed more technology to one of the most significant industries in the world on such a large scale. It's like when the cool kids in school decide to work on a group project together. You know it's going to be epic. We reinvented the computer as we know it. NVIDIA is now worth $2 trillion. That's like if you saved $1 every second you reach that amount. And actually, you never would. That's how big it is. They got there by making computers faster, smarter, and not cost an arm and a leg. Plus, these computers are doing everything from making cars drive themselves to probably brewing a mean cup of coffee. Here's the kicker. While NVIDIA is doing all this high-tech wizardry, it's pretty much turned into the biggest deal in tech. Imagine being so good at what you do that your work is in everything from gaming PCs to cars that know when to turn left. It's like NVIDIA has become the tech world's cool uncle who knows all the tricks. But let's be real for a second, the whole NVIDIA Tesla thing. It's like they're making Transformers for real, minus the whole saving the world bit. And the whole thing about NVIDIA's chips and tech making things better and cheaper, that's like finding out your favorite pizza place has started adding extra cheese for free. These servers are the densest computers in the world. This replaces entire data centers in the past, and it shrinks them into this little tiny data center here. And of this rack here would probably be more powerful than almost all of the computers in the world. Years will it be, or 2 years? Will this be slow? Every couple of years will be coming up this time with something so much more amazing. Jensen reveals, imagine a server so powerful that it could replace entire data centers. He goes on to say that over the past 8 years, NVIDIA has increased the performance of its chips by 1,000 times, making cars sing like a snail compared to a space shuttle in terms of speed. Finally, just for fun, he reminds everyone that Tesla and NVIDIA are best friends and are collaborating to create self-driving cars, demonstrating that the future is not just theoretically here, but practically here. The thing that's really great about Silicon is that when we connect Vision Pro with this world we call Omniverse, which is running on these computers, we essentially create this digital world that's overlaid with the physical world, and Apple calls it spatial computing. It's really quite a transformation, and this server isn't just any server. It's like the superhero of servers, ready to replace entire data centers with a single bound. The chips have gone from zero to hero, pulling off a performance glow up of 1,000 times in just 8 years. CEO of NVIDIA reveals as the ultimate matchmaker between the real and virtual worlds. The Vision Pro, also known as Omniverse, operates on computers and saves businesses a ton of money by avoiding real-world testing and making it simpler to solve issues like solving puzzles or fixing hiccups. Of course, Tesla is back in the spotlight thanks to NVIDIA's technology to create vehicles that not only transport you about without a driver, but also conflate reality and fiction. When it comes to Tesla's remarkable growth, it's not just about watching from the sidelines for Tesla and those with a keen eye for finding the next stock market gem. Many people definitely want that for their cars, and they are investing more in these two companies, especially Tesla. What other people think? Our friends over at Seeking Alpha agree. It's almost as if your car could be a part of the Matrix without you even realizing it. Your one-stop destination for the most recent information on Tesla is Seeking Alpha. Targets for Tesla stock price, innovation from Tesla, and all things Elon Musk. The internet's top source for professional Tesla news is Seeking Alpha. What NVIDIA's CEO is really saying is that we're entering a world where our computers and cars are becoming smarter by the minute. It's like one day you might wake up to find your car has decided to take itself for a spin because it's bored, or your server at work is so advanced it started to send you motivational emails. Sidestep the anti-Tesla noise of the mass media and get straight to the facts. Check out the link in the description for a special discount now. Because of the combination of high-performance computing and the merging of the physical and digital worlds, life is starting to resemble a science fiction movie more and more every day. NVIDIA is essentially leading the charge into this future, ensuring that the line between the real and digital worlds gets so blurry that we might just need new glasses to see it clearly. And let's be honest, if the future involves Tesla cars with NVIDIA AI that can avoid traffic jams on their own, I'm all for it. Just maybe we shouldn't have to deal with a car rebellion. We could mimic life on the computer so that we don't have Tau can explore the chemical space, which is much larger, and the target protein space, which is much larger and more quickly, by doing as much screening in a computer as we could in a wet lab. As a result, whatever we ultimately decide to put through trials will have a much higher chance of actually passing the trial and becoming an accelerating tests and making lab work easier. It seems as though NVIDIA's computers have been on digital steroids. They can now blast through protein and chemical spaces, like they're reading through a social media feed. Rats all throughout the world exhale in relief. It's like having a virtual crash test dummy that never complains when NVIDIA and Tesla collaborate on AI-driven automobile safety simulations. NVIDIA says it wants to be the godfather of innovation and is shaking hands with major players like Microsoft Azure, Amazon, and GCP, since it can no longer be the cool uncle of the IT industry. HP, IBM, and Dell, their work with Tesla shines as a beacon of what's possible when you mix cars with cutting-edge AI. It's a wild tech field ride. They're also collaborating with software gurus like Cadence and Synopsys, ensuring that NVIDIA's tech is the backbone of, well, everything. It's as though they're building the digital infrastructure for the Autobahn of the future, and everyone's invited. From creating servers that could replace data centers to simulating life itself, they're not just pushing the envelope, they're mailing it to another dimension. Tesla cars, not just smarter but borderline genius. We're talking cars that don't just drive themselves, but do so while making witty remarks about your music taste. This isn't just good news for your commute. It's like Tesla suddenly got enrolled in Harvard, aced all its exams, and graduated top of its class in awesome now. In the grand casino of the stock market, NVIDIA's advancements are like Tesla hitting the jackpot on a slot machine, except this slot machine is powered by the most. If NVIDIA's contributions make Tesla cars 10% cooler or even 10% safer, that's not just good, it's headline news. Good news tends to make stocks go burst up the chart. So could NVIDIA bump Tesla's stock from 170 to say 87,200? That might just be the limit in this tech love story between NVIDIA and Tesla. Advanced AI on the planet. If NVIDIA tech helps Tesla cars avoid accidents, navigate better, and generally act like the vehicular equivalent of Einstein, investors might start seeing Tesla not just as a car company, but as a tech titan on wheels. The story gets more complicated. The stakes are higher, and a happy ending could happen soon. So there you have it, people. Imagine it as a romantic comedy in which the geeky lead receives the makeover of a lifetime and unexpectedly becomes prom king or queen. Similar to Batman and Robin, NVIDIA and Tesla are collaborating to accelerate the future rather than fight crime. If you want to follow along with their adventures and watch them change the world, please hit the like button and subscribe to Tesla Insights. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in our next videos.